November 6th, 2020. Our friends at FlyByWire make an announcement. October 31st, 2024, and they finally deliver upon it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and welcome to a choppy but unoptimized, but albeit it's here, you guys. The A380 by FlyByWire Simulations. This aircraft is probably over 4 years in the making, because they announced it in early November 2020, and here we are almost in early November of 2024. But it is here nonetheless. Again, not super well optimized. It is a early access aircraft still, so we're going to keep all of that in mind. But I'm excited to get aboard this aircraft. I've done nothing other than download it and install it, so all of my impressions that you're going to see are going to be real to this aircraft. I haven't followed the development too heavily other than roadmaps and looking at static objects and that sort of stuff. I know that it was at FS Expo. People were able to fly it. Didn't watch any of that. So we're going to get into this straight away. So let's stop wasting time and let's begin. Okay, before we hop into the FlyByWire current version, I want to go back to November of 2020. This is what we were offered as a, oh, come on. Come, thank you. Is what we were offered as a teaser. A cabinless external model of the aircraft, which looked good at the time, but this 4 years later is what we have again for free. That's the craziest part of all of this, is it's for free. So let's do a quick whistle stop tour. I'm going to try to make this as condensed as I can, and I'm going to release an additional video later after I learn more of the systems of this aircraft to really get down to the nitty gritty and what makes this aircraft really shine. You can see we've got again, from the ground up, it would appear, this is unlike Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport 7. This is actually a ground up build. Landing gear, nose gear, love it. The tires look great. I love the wear. That's going to be a reoccurring theme on this aircraft, is it was built to look like it was worn in, and I love that. I absolutely love that. No excessive shine or any of that nonsense that we see on some of the other aircraft. Extremely high amounts of detail on that tire lettering. Look at the detail on that, is it a V-band clamp? Absolutely loving that. Got one of our cameras for the onboard flight system. Obviously our big old Rolls-Royce Trent. Engines ×4. Looking great. Obviously redesigned since the teaser that we had. Give it the sample test. I'll call that pretty damn good. It's like a little bit of texture degradation on the in the cell there, but again, it's an early access airplane. I'm more so just happy to have it. If you're looking fly-by-wire team, that might be something to investigate there. I can see a crane through the engine. I'm sure they're probably aware of it. Same deal out on the number 4 engine. Looking good. Only the number 2 and number 3 engines are going to have the reversing capability, as is correct to the A380. On the outboard wings, looks like we're missing a little bit of finishing polish here. I'm sure that'll go along nicely later on. Let's take a quick look at the mains. I do like that the mains are a little bit dirty, not pristine, clean fighting machine. I also do want to apologize for any latency you guys might see in the video, lag spikes or anything like that. That's all part of the aircraft just being freshly out of the box, not really optimized for the sim just yet, but it's a good present to have, and I think it was a good move on the FlyByWire team's part to release this now. Even though it's in early access, it'll generate a little bit of hype for the aircraft and probably keep people coming back to the sim after 2024 releases, if I'm being honest. That is, unless the FlyByWire team has plans to work this again and re-release for 2024. I'm not entirely certain what their plans are. Yeah, and I love the dirt streaking down the empennage. Not sure what these little square antenna are for. Is this part of the radar altimeter? Does it need that many signals and that big of spacing? Because it's that big of an airplane? Not sure. Let's keep moving aft. Decent enough detail on the static wicks on the elevator. AP obviously running away in the background. You can see a little bit of the heat blare and a lot of the noise. Relatively good detail on the vertical fin as well. Let's do a little cheeky clip here. See what other details we got inside. All looking good. Coming back down along the top side of the fuselage. Various antennas. Got a Wi-Fi antenna there, VHF. I think those are maybe dual cell cal antennas. Not sure what that one is. We got our dual beacons, true to life on the A380, and I think a couple other wide bodies. Maybe that's a SATCOM and then another VHF. So a lot of little nubs, not a little bumps. A lot of little bumps. AOA sensors, all that good stuff up towards the nose. I do love. I don't know why, because this isn't always true to life on aircraft, but I am a sucker for this rainbow tinting, because you don't see it modeled in sim aircraft very often. I mean, you do see it more often than not on real aircraft, just that tinting from the heat, from window heat. Spirit of Toulouse, A380. Let's take a quick run. Let me turn down my gains for the speed here. Quick run through the cabin. And see, we've got like a premium economy sort of deal here on the first deck. We'll be going upstairs, don't worry. So like a premium economy here, extremely good detail on all of these. Absolutely love it. And again, I do apologize for any lag spikes that we might see while running today. There's nothing I can do about it. There we go. Area work in progress. Cabin expertly crafted by Repsol. Textured by Mike. Good job to both of you. I'm gonna get in all the angles that I can. Leave as few stones unturned as possible. So now we're back into standard economy. I'm guessing the labs are not modeled. I am correct. Flight attendant seating there. Let's get a look out at one of the windows. I do think the windows look a little bit deeper than they probably should. But that can all be fixed in due time. Continuing through the economy area. Got our open I don't even know, our 900 door. Who knows how many doors are on the A380? I don't even know. How is that even measured? Because you can't just say L3 and like L4. It would be rear bottom one and rear bottom. I don't know. It's coming into the upper deck now. This obviously is an unfinished portion of the cabin. I think this will end up being like the wet bar sort of deal that some A380s have. Coming in through here, you have what looks like a business class style cabin. Again, apologize for the latency. I would lie and say that it gets better, but it probably won't much. And then we step into the first class cabins. So you've got all your nice gold brushed IFE controls, your desks and all that sort of stuff. Let's take a quick whiz because I did go through a little bit fast, the business class seating. I think it's nice. I mean, you got your water bottle, you got your IFE over here, and then you have, I'm sorry, the IFE control and then your actual entertainment system there. We've got this 1-2-1 configuration, so you can either sit with a friend or a loved one in the center here, or if you don't know that person, the pillars are switched, so you have kind of a partition between the two of you. And then obviously first class is all, oh, hang on there. I'll single up like so. Again, I think those windows could use a little bit of work, but again, for a work in progress aircraft, I think it's pretty dang good. This would be your forward lav. Not rendered yet, that's all right. Back down the steps we go. That door there is the cockpit. I believe this would lead to crew quarters normally. Cockpit door does open. Let's take a look in the cargo holds real quick. Front. Nothing too special to sing home about. And we're going to blow through the main landing gear. What are you? What is this? Hold on. It's like a... Alright, well, hey, you know. It's fine. And similar to in the deal in the rear. Nothing, too special again. Still work in progress from what I can tell, so... Hello, what did I just see there? I do like the station numbers. That's cool. The station numbers are cool. Do we have those in the front as well? Did I just miss them? I did. Look at that. Dig that. All right, let's hop back in the aircraft, get everything all buttoned up, and then we will get the aircraft started. All right, and like I said, I'm working a lot behind the scenes here, so there's going to be things that you're going to miss. I will cover all of those and more when we do our full walkthrough of the aircraft. One thing I do want to point out, though, I was actually going to set up my weights and balance in the aircraft. The nav database. This is interesting. So normally it's MS20, and then I believe it's month. Oh, shoot, how is it? Is it month and then week, day? I can't remember. But I know MS24 has never been. It's always been MS20, has it not? Am I wrong? I'm fairly certain this is meaning they have early access to the 2024 suite, which means maybe, again, this is not confirmed, but maybe we can expect to see this A380-800 in the sim sooner than we thought. But I'm going to go ahead and keep going through again. We will go through this whole electronic flight bag later on. Once we go through the entire thing. Anyway, I can't talk and type at the same time, so I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I will be back once we're all set up. Okay. All right. I think I've got everything that I need done here in the FMS. What a lovely, lovely cockpit that FlyByWire has made. From what I know, this is largely all proprietary. You could probably recycle stuff like the PFD and MFD, but your ICAS, both top and bottom, seems to all be custom made for the A380. You can see as I cycle through the different options here, everything looks bespoke to the A380. So let's turn on that essential battery. Lovely place to be. Let's get some up close shots here so you guys can really appreciate the work that's gone in here. Don't know why there's two EHSIs. I'll take both of them. That's fine. You know, I'll deal with it. I don't know enough about the A380 to be critical. And I believe that this currently doesn't work, your outboard display, but I think there's plans to implement that in the future. Coming over to the lower pedestal. I love the weathering work. Everything looks just a little bit used. It looks what I would expect a 4-year-old A380 to look like, funny enough. You know, everything's not beaten down, but it's definitely definitely used. Looks like that maybe will be implemented at some point. Our little pedestal there. Do I have an opening window? Oh, you guys, I'm sold. I love this airplane. I love this. This is fantastic. I can move the armrest. Can I move the seat also? Dude, this is fantastic. Those of you who don't know what this little knob set here is, if you fly multiple different aircraft, or sorry, multiple different flights on different aircraft of the same kinds, like if you're in a bunch of different A320s or a bunch of different A380s, you can remember, oh yeah, I like C5. That's my most comfortable setting. You can instantaneously set that and then you're set to go. Working windows, obviously there's a little bit of work that needs to be done on them. Look at that. Fantastic. Reflections need a little work on the outside, but I'm pleased. Your rear entry and exit door does work as well. You can see straight into the cabin. That's where we were before. As well as I believe the door lock also works. So if I let it to lock, and here the door is shut and now firmly locked. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, well, you know, we can't always have the best. I'll take the sound effect. That's good enough. Video screen. Do we have that, or is that part of the ICAS on the A380? I think it's part of the ICAS. Additional seating. Pulls down in case 3 seats in the cabin weren't enough. There's a 4th. Is there an additional? There's a 5th. There's 5 seats for you. But I think this might be more of an armrest. I think this is more of an armrest. Yeah, it's a table. Just a table. But there are still, you know, I mean, 4 onboard seats. That's quite a bit. Anyway, I think we're good for exploring around the cabin. Let's move to start this bird up, huh? Oh, I lied. Oh, I lied. Do I have not only moving seats, but moving... Come on, please. Please don't make me a liar. Are you... I love it. Guys, this airplane's free. Why are you watching this video right now? Go install this and fly it yourself. My God, let's do an engine start. All right, engine startup in the FlyByWire A380. Let's go do the... Actually, let's do the fuel page first because I need to see that our fuel tanks are working. So let's go ahead and turn all of those on. God, I love those clicks. And they're different. So if I go to a guarded switch, transfer, yeah. Oh God, it just sounds good. AP bleeds on. We're feeding air. We probably would have had that on before because let's be honest, it's a little bit warm out here. So we got good fuel pressure in all engines. Let's go to the engine page. Let's turn on our beacon. I probably should have done that already. There. Let's go to the start. Interestingly enough, on the A380, or at least this one, it appears the engine start switch is up on the top of the pedestal versus down below where you would expect it to be on an Airbus. So rotating that switch over lets us look at all of our engine parameters as we start. While we're starting, I will show you guys the different pull-down visors that FlyByWire Already built in. Other devs, take notes. Take notes, other devs. This is how you do it. This is how it is done. Early access aircraft cost me $0.00. And I'm able to pull down literally a visor in every single window, sometimes 2 visors in multiple windows. Engine 4. Where's that other one? I know you're here. You're definitely here. There's no way. Yeah, there it is. Look, dude. How about that? We're missing the one over here. I just didn't feel like pulling it out. But it's fantastic. All individually controllable. You can position them at different clocks as well if you know, just need a little bit of sunshade versus a lot. Love to see it. Seems no sound effect for the moving shades yet. Who knows? Maybe that's to come. All right, and I think I hear engine number 4 coming online, ready to fly. There's our packs. Engine switch back to normal. APU bleed can come off. We're going to be taking off with the engines on lead power today. We've got a message in our iCast for the transponder. I'm not worried about that. Let's do the thing we've been wanting to do. Right? Let's go. Oh, the flap sound. Did you guys hear that? Oh, that sounds good. Not only the switch, but the sound of the actuator is running. I'm sure you guys can hear that. That sounds fantastic. Should we do a quick nightlight check? Yeah, let's do a quick night lighting check. And then I'll stop stalling and we'll actually get the aircraft moving. But I mean, you know, it's a quick review, but it's not a incomplete one. I don't want to do that to you guys. So every single light, I can't actuate the logo light, but every other light other than that is on the outside right now. Quick look around our cabin. I absolutely love the ambience that this generates. So many different options and zones for different lights I can turn on and off, adjust different brightness levels. I mean, what else could you want? Reminder of the price. It's nothing. This costs nothing. All right, now quick look outside. Here's the lag. I mean, all things considered, I think it looks good. I still got to close that stupid door. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. It's fine. All right, time of day reset. And let's fix all that lighting. That beacon's on. Uh-oh. Cargo door. Yeah, they're definitely just open now. Not sure what to do about that, so that might be a bug. Not sure if the fly-by-wire team's aware of that. We're going to try to taxi without it anyway. We've got this far, right? Let's set our trim. %. Park brake off. And I think we might come out into reverse here because I have not done any adjustment of my OTS. Yeah, so we did pull into reverse there. That's fine. A little bit of forward throttle. And I also need to set up its, my tiller's not linked, so we're gonna be using rudder pedals today. It's fine. Those doors, though. Why are the doors still open? I'm guessing maybe it's just an animation. All right, we're going to go ahead and line up on the threshold here and get set for takeoff. I will catch up with you guys then. All right, enough stalling, enough horsing around. The moment you, I, and so many others have been waiting for. November 2020, we were given a concept. October 2024, it comes to life. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on this channel, the FlyByWire A380. And for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look outside. This is incredibly exciting. I know I keep saying it, but I cannot emphasize enough. But this took 4 years to bring to fruition as an early access model, and I cannot wait to see what the team over at FlyByWire has to offer going forward from here. It's only up. Literally. Back when we had the old, I guess relatively old, FlyByWire A380, it was seen as a project of passions, a project of love. And I think it's the exact same thing with the A380. I really do. It's a, it's amazing what folks can really do when they come together and care. And I would argue, and I'm not bashing other devs, although, friends over at AnyBuilds did decide to release a $20 B1B Lancer today. But anyway, I'm not bashing other devs, but it's amazing to see what a group of people can accomplish when they just care about a project enough to dedicate their own time to the project. I think that's amazing. I genuinely, truly think that's amazing. Look at this. This is a pay-wear low aircraft. I would pay money for the finished product of this. Obviously, there are things that are not quite ready yet with it being an early access, and I'll come back and retract this if I need to later. Dude, even the wipers. There are pay-wear aircraft out there that don't have wipers as well modeled as this. There are pay-wear aircraft that don't have soundscapes as well modeled as this. I could go on and on and on and on. But you get it. I think this speaks to what's possible and what AAA titles should aim to be like. Because if this is what a group of people who just kind of know coding and know an aircraft and have access to it and can do in their free time over the course of 4 years can accomplish, what are we doing waiting around for other AAA titles or AAA devs to make something that costs 70 or 80 US dollars? It kind of sucks, if I'm being honest, and you're going to forget about it after a few years. This is an aircraft that I guarantee you people will still come back to after FS2020 drops. Assuming they don't even bring this aircraft into 2024, which I'm sure they would do. It would be foolish not to, right? My gosh, let's take another look outside. once it gets optimized, once it's fully finished, all of the little design packages and all of that stuff changed and tweaked, I think this will be one of the most highly praised aircrafts in the sim. And I know it sounds like I'm a fly-by-wire fanboy, and if I'm being honest, it's kind of because I am. I absolutely love what that group has done. For free, they took one of the most iconic aircrafts in modern aviation history, because you're never going to see a double-decker Super Heavy again. That's never going to happen. The world of the twins is upon us, right? Your A350s, your 777s, all that stuff, A330s, so on and so forth. It's the world of the twins. So seeing a Super Heavy like this, those routes aren't even feasible anymore, financially viable for a lot of different operators. I mean, literally, this is going to be it. It's going to be the end of the end of an era, really. 7.4 stopped production, A380 stopped production, and I don't think we're ever going to see it again. A little sad. It is what it is. Let's go up to 24,000 feet. And once we're there, I'm going to turn off our autopilot and we're going to hand fly the airplane just a little bit, just to see how she feels. Check back with you then. In the meantime, enjoy these cinematic shots.
I never see the lights out. They get me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the overdose. I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you. Oh, I got the overdose.
All right, we are rounded out at our cruising altitude today. Our A380 by FlyByWire is producing beautiful contrails. And I do want to apologize. I know I'm usually a very objective, very critical. I've actually faced criticism for my opinions before, creator. It's just I can understand what's gone into this, and even though it is so far from a finished product, it makes me happy to have this aircraft today. It's something that's been long in the making. I very seldom get excited for things anymore, but this was something I was excited for. I went to work early today so I could get done with work early today. Something I acknowledge that I'm privileged to be able to do. But like very little gets me excited like that anymore. So anyway, let's go back into the cockpit. Let's go ahead and get the aircraft turning back towards fly-by-wire field, at least in that general direction. And let's turn on our fasten seatbelt sign. And let's get this aircraft rocking and rolling a little bit. In fact, let's go autopilot off. My airplane and let's go full toga on the throttles, push them all forward. Gain some airspeed. And we're going to push this aircraft to its built-in computerized limits. Now, for those of you who don't know Airbus aircraft, they are all done by a fully digital babysitting nanny set, if you will. For example, in a normal aircraft, you can roll at 180 degrees if you have the altitude to do so. In the A380, not so much. I'm aware. In the A380, not so much. Let's go down to... Okay. So if I punch the stick to the left here, we're going to get, I don't know, maybe 30, 35 degrees of roll. Ready? 3, 2, 1, punch into the left. We're rolling, 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 and we stop. So more roll than I thought, actually. If I punch to the right, ignore my lacking track of vertical speed. I do want to have this aircraft descend. Again, we stop at a limit. Inch back to center. And it's the same thing for climbing or diving. So I'm almost at my V&E on this aircraft, as you can see by the red barber poles on the upper left-hand side of my airspeed indicator. If I yank our stick aft, the aircraft will begin to climb at a fast rate at that, but it will arrest its climb as it detects the aircraft is approaching its stall speed. And I think it'll actually stop at 30 degrees. So there's 30 degrees of climb. I am still yanking back on that stick. You can see me in the lower left-hand corner, yanking, yanking, yanking. The aircraft is not going to go past 30 degrees of bank. The aircraft just won't do it. Similarly with nose and down, let's bring throttles back to idle. Clear out the master caution for the auto throttle. I'm still slamming that stick forward. I'm as far forward onto the yoke as I can get. I think I might have actually lost the elevator 30. I think I might be blanking the elevator with my wings here, because you can see I've got full downward deflection. So we're going to use a little bit of roll rate rather. So as we come out of our VS condition here, you can see those little green bars, so those will keep increasing. Sorry, our downward nose angle will keep increasing. Not though. Why are we not sinking? I've got maximum downward elevator deflection. Is the aircraft babysitting me again? It shouldn't be. Try a max left bank again, combined with a little bit of left rudder. Really get the aircraft spun. Oh my goodness, it's doing a thing it probably doesn't want to do. I feel like we'd be breaking off the vertical stabilizer right now. Aircraft is rolling itself back to level. So with a little bit of finagling, you can kind of get it to do stuff it doesn't want to do. Not well, but it'll do it. Right now I'm flying the F-117 profile, sorry, not the F-117, the SR-71 profile, where I'm, or the U-2 profile rather, where I'm in between my stall speed and never exceed speed, not because I'm at a high altitude, but because I'm flying a super jumbo like a moron. Spoilers are out. We are currently in an exceedance. Throttles are at idle. You get the idea. I do love how this aircraft feels. It does feel big, lumbery, heavy, and slow to respond to your inputs. You know, you can see the time delay between when your controls actuate, when the aircraft actually begins to move. I remember seeing that same British Airways A380 that I didn't make mention of that earlier. Sorry, different video. But just the amount of fine control the fine control movements as an aircraft was on approach. For me, it was in the ailerons. They were doing something kind of like this. If you look at the ailerons, they were kind of doing like one of these on the way in. Now I'm sure a lot of that was automated by the aircraft trying to keep itself in check. But it's just cool to see. Just the big delay between your inputs. And they did a really good job of making this aircraft feel heavy. So kudos to the Fly-by-Wire team. Can definitely make it do stuff it doesn't want to do. We're stalling again. I wouldn't want to be on this A380, but good to see. We'll, like I keep saying, we're going to go more in depth into failures and stuff like that as a separate video. I just really wanted this to be an overarching, simple video, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead. Stop. I know. I know. It's okay. It's my fault. I know. So I'm going to go ahead and get this aircraft back to fly-by-wire. We'll do a high-performance approach in the aircraft, and I think we'll close it out. I think that'll be enough for today's video. So I'll catch up back with you guys. I got about 40 miles to close because I flew a lot further than I thought I did. All right, finishing up our approach into fly-by-wire field here. It's just off to our left, just back there. There's the threshold right there. Let's go ahead and get set up for landing here. Let's go ahead and arm our speed brake, set our
2,500. 2,500.
170 on the speed. Here come the gear. Landing lights on, APUs on, APU bleed. We can start siphoning from there. One more notch of flaps. Let's start squaring off our final here. Hard-ish field to see. Light sim's frozen. Alright, my airplane. Go ahead and hand fly our approach here. Not gonna try for any crazy tactical landing or anything like that. Gear down, 5 green. That's a weird thing to say. Little heavy on the sync rate right now. We'll go ahead and pre-flare once we get stabilized on our final approach. Spoilers are set. Auto brakes max. Under 1,000. Let's add some power.
1,000.
More power. Something I'm not used to is how much this slows down. The A380s I have seen in person do usually come in either under power, and look at those bushes popping in, either under power or with oscillating power. I am excited for FS2024. I'm excited to see what promises were truly held. Arbling just a little bit. It is a narrow runway for this aircraft. We're oscillating.
$50. 40.
It feels so high up.
30. 20.
Flare.
10. 5.
Here's the touch. Into reverse. Auto brakes doing their thing. Maximum braking. Engines idle. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the FlyByWire A380. An aircraft I have waited so long for, and I'm sure many of you have too. It has been such a long time coming for this aircraft, and I could not be happier with the early access release. What do you guys think? Check it out for yourselves. Pick it up for free via the FlyByWire installer. This is probably the closest thing I'll ever come to a paid ad, except no one paid me, and this isn't an ad. This is my honest review. I just genuinely do like this aircraft this much, and I hope you do too. But that's it for this quick-ish overview. I do always struggle with making my overviews short. But that's going to do it for this one. I will catch you guys in the next video. And geez, I'm excited to go fly by myself. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, take it easy. All right. Love it. Oh, the rear trucks are even modeled. Look at, nice. But get this. It takes 13 gigabytes of your hard drive, which admittedly is a lot. 13 gigs of your hard drive, and as much time as you want to put into it. I already closed this video out. Why am I still talking? Because I love this airplane. All right, bye.